Alright, so first off, Seth Rollins might have suffered an injury at a WWE live event. At a live event in Dublin, Ireland, Seth Rollins went to perform a move out of the corner in this no-holds-barred match against Kane. And the thing was that Kane was in the mid-rope, Seth was in the top, and Seth flipped over him to try to powerbomb Kane into the table. But at the moment where he flipped and landed on the ring mat, he might have suffered an injury to the knee or the leg. Nobody really knows at the moment, but you can tell because he fell down. There are many videos online at the moment where you can see it in different angles, higher angle, bottom angle, and you can even see pictures of what happened after and during. Because after he missed and then you saw that something happened, he still went for the powerbomb and ended the match. He won it, of course, but at the end of the match, he had to get help by WWE trainers backstage because he couldn't walk on his own. Now that's interesting because some people are saying, oh, it's possibly a vacate the title type injury. I don't think it's that much. I think, like every wrestler, there is some injuries when they go out there and perform, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see on how specific the injury is, because if it's one of those specific vacate the title injuries, that's gonna cause a lot of problems for WWE, and I think Seth Rollins doesn't really want to leave at the moment because he's doing pretty good so far. So next up we have WWE debuts new virtual reality content. Now, what I mean by this is that WWE has unveiled a new type of content, virtual reality of course, on the Samsung Milk VR. Now this type of content is basically, if you've seen those videos on YouTube where they're the 360 videos, where there's like a directional pad and then you can literally go wherever, up, down, left, right. It doesn't really matter. It's just, it does 360, which I think is pretty cool. And the way to utilize this new virtual reality content 360 wise is to have the Samsung Gear headset, which is that headset where you wear it and then you put the Samsung phone, Galaxy Note, whatever, in the front of it, and then you can just move your head up and down, turn around, and you're inside wherever it is. And they put the John Cena versus Seth Rollins match, and they put, I think, Owens versus Finn Balor match that was at NXT Brooklyn on. Those are the two types of videos that are on at the moment, and you can see the 360 version. You can see when Finn won, you can see when Jon Stewart came out to hit John Cena and whatnot. I think this is pretty cool. I don't really know anybody that has the Gear headset, but I would definitely want one for myself just because it's virtual reality and whatnot. And I think this is a step in the right direction because you never know, in the future we could have a virtual reality special event from WWE. You're watching the WrestleMania and then you can do a 360 view. That'd be pretty crazy to see. Next up we have the USA Network reveals the debut date of SmackDown on their network. For a while now, we already knew that SmackDown was going to be moving from Sci-Fi to the USA Network, and the president of the USA Network stated that it was still going to be on Thursday nights. It wasn't going to move to another night, and I was okay with that. But now the start date, the debut date for on the USA Network will be January 7th, the first Thursday of the year in 2016. So it makes sense, actually. I didn't expect it to be on some random date. Makes sense that it's the first Thursday. I'm honestly excited because now after SmackDown moves out of the Sci-Fi Network, the USA Network will be the only basic cable network to have not all WWE related content, but all of WWE's content that's on TV besides Total Divas, because that's on E! Network, but no one really cares because we watch it on the WWE Network, or at least I do. But I'm excited because now that there's kind of this autonomy, there in the USA Network, we have Raw there, you have Tough Enough if it's coming back, you have SmackDown now. I feel like there's going to be a change in SmackDown, and it might get better because right now it's just a recap show, but it might go back to The Rock, Paul Heyman, the Hardy days, and that'd be awesome to see. Lastly, there is an update on Randy Orton's return from his injury. Now, before, we already knew he had an injury. We haven't seen him for a while now. But before, we thought it was going to be, just for like 6 weeks or maybe 4 months. They kept upping the dates of his return from injury. But now it's official. Randy Orton will be out for 4 to 6 months with the injury. And wow, it's crazy because in 6 months, this is the same injury as Sami Zayn, Hideo Itami had. And because of the injury and possibly out for 6 months, he could miss WrestleMania 32, which is gonna suck for him. But it's gonna give a lot of other people chances, I guess, to be on the main card for WrestleMania 32, which shouldn't be, like, you shouldn't be super happy because you're happy for other wrestlers to getting the chance, but it sucks that a wrestler had to get injured for that to happen. So I guess, we all wish Randy well recovery. Let's see what he does when he comes back, because he's gonna be working less dates, because that's what he wanted.